Leos. So hopefully this time the video is actually 5 to 10 minutes long. So hopefully I'm warmed up enough to just give the message and get off the camera. But when my emotions get involved, it's clearly a good sign. So I'm doing something different. I usually tell y'all the little summary I wrote and how it makes sense for this month for you, but I'm just gonna give the reading and that is it. So what this reading is supposed to do is help you be prepared for what the month will put you through. And oh yes, must be serious. Yeah. Oh yeah. Little victories. I said that for Cancer. The little victories will help you win and get through the month. Present energy. Great. It's a challenge. Okay. Distant past. Present. Near future. So this is a challenge. Great. So with your message, me mentioning the little victories is very powerful, because it means situations will be in your face, but the only challenge is for you is to recognize why this is a necessary phase to be dealing with, what it actually means. This is what's affecting you. This is exactly what kind of little victories are, because you're supposed to stay committed to your present situation or the present focus, great how people see you. Interesting. Got death there. Mentality you need to believe. This is very positive because whenever you're doing exercises or doing challenges, there's always this feeling of it'll never be over, but the more you keep doing it, the more you appreciate getting over the feeling, because anything that's taking you out of staying present and staying focused is the problem. Great outcome. The best outcome. Exactly. So I'm going to sum up this message. I will sum up this message so amazingly. Clearly this month is about handling low periods, slow periods, and then you'll have all this stuff in front of you wanting you to take action, jump on. You're going to have to stand in your square. Even if they call you a square. Because this is how you know you're really solid within, It's embarrassing. Part of me, I wonder if I should just quit making these videos, because, when I grew up giving these readings, I was like 21, 22, I think. In my 20s when I started. 31 now. I was able to speak about situations that come into your life, relationships that would still be unresolved and shit, still be there, and it was helpful, but it was mostly about looking for shit in your month. And it'd be correct, but the readings, they were more like predicting little issues and drama you go through, if I remember correctly. But now my messages have turned into how to prepare your emotions. So the power is really back into your hands, and it's about you having the right mentality to be able to get over the hoop of what would trip you up in the month. So this reading, the readings I give now, just keep your mind prepared for what would happen and throw you off and make you give up on yourself or revert back to a self you're not trying to be, essentially. It's very powerful if you add this in with the whole manifestation books and keeping your affirmations, keeping your promise to what you want to experience in yourself, and trusting you'll still experience that, trusting you'll still attract it and create it and stuff. So it's like this plus those things actually could make it very powerful, because you would know exactly what you'll be experiencing, what would throw off your faith, what would throw off your ability to trust your month, trust yourself. Because first it was about just acing the month, as in not allowing your emotions to be thrown off. But if you compare it to what focus you have, right, you can still, you have a blueprint of a cheat code of what you're going to experience and why to trust in your beliefs and what you want or what you seek out, right? Okay. So technically, I'm finding, so I'm wrong to say I want to, to ask myself, should I quit giving these messages, because I'm not pointing out things, connections coming in. I'm actually pointing out phases, like you'll be experiencing this phase and you'll still have unity. You'll gain unity in this phase if you keep this mentality. Unifying, higher calling, right? This higher message I'm giving you, this is also representing Taurus. But I believe unity is very possible and powerful right now in this situation. But all we got to do, so it's like I answered my own question, when I feel like I should quit is when I should actually stick to the message. Even the outcome, I stick to my interpretations of these meanings. You have clarity here. I only see this as don't pay attention. Don't be so quick to analyze it. The best outcome is even staying here. It's unfair. It's a cheat code. I'm trying to ask myself, like, what did I used to see it as? I don't want to mention women coming in, people coming, relationships coming in, because that's where we want to go. But and even if they do, there's still a rite of passage to prove they're even worth the test of time. So to just say someone's coming in, it's like, but they may be impatient. They may show themselves not worthy. They may, which is good, because what it could mean is these are all the options you'll be faced with. You'll still have recognition. You'll still have victory here. It's just being clear with all this confusion and shit. Because the best outcome is you definitely want to be here. You want to remain in this situation. You want to stay here. This means cycles, new cycle, new lesson, new situation. You still have to stay in this place, in this space for this month, which is good. So this would be fully solidifying, the newness, the you-ness, the new you-ness, because you'll finally be fully cooled, fully chilled. And this is the transformation card, how people see you. So that I'll see this as the transformation people see you undergoing. Because I feel like it helps out the person and it helps out you when you keep it very in simple terms, because we're all living these different lives. So I'm giving the control back into you through a simple phrase, so you'll know your move set. Because if I tell you this, you'll know exactly how you in your life needs to do this. And like I mentioned, I was like, damn, should I even keep being myself? So cap. So you finally have someone wanting to speak out about how wrong something is, some wrongdoing. You know, how you haven't been giving attention, focusing on them. You know, oh, energies have been wavering and shit. All because they don't see you as taking the, what's the word? Initiative to face this dull situation about yourself. And here you are, you're having to stick to this feeling. If you don't feel the inspiration, you know, if you don't feel the inspiration to do this, you know, because you wouldn't know how you feel, the nerve of me. We created these things, we are able to handle these things. That is it. So it's wrong to even, you know. I told the story to Gemini, like, it was about a Gemini, me in high school, when I was in high school. This person would always keep, you know, giving me ass, right? She would always keep fucking me, which didn't really allow me to, it gave me I didn't have to explore other women. I would just love myself, live my life, and just kind of, any second now, should be coming over, bored and wondering who I'm fucking with because I'm just living my life. Defeating the purpose of me even hunting. Because she'll be so insecure because with social media and not posting and you just keeping it off the gram, it's even more mysterious. What are you doing? You know, this person ain't got a side chick. What are they doing? You know, always come over and then gotcha like a fish. Reel her in again, and she's already here, so she's not gonna not have a good time. And over and over and over and over again. All these ways to focus on yourself, distract yourself, play these games, exercise, skateboard, right? All this content, amazing content on the internet, stuff to do on the internet, stuff to do outside. You just don't focus on relationships. You have fun, you know how to distract yourself or entertain yourself or inform yourself. You don't chase things. And then they get curious. Because in their minds, what they do with social media is they chase people and they get chased on social media, so they assume someone's chasing you, staying stuck to you. Anyway, because of that loop, you don't get better skills. So now this is you actually getting better skills with situations because you're fully present, and then when they bring you their problems, you don't feel like solving them. I'm sorry. But if I solved your problem, you wouldn't know how to solve it. They want you to solve them, but you're not meant to solve their problem. Someone will get it. What I just said was a big ass, watery, ambiguous answer. They want you to solve them. You gotta solve yourself. And someone will have the answer if you solve yourself. It's crazy. How I'm talking don't make no fucking sense. The outcome is ignoring this shit though. So if you keep enjoying yourself, enjoying your life, enjoying your path, enjoying your unfoldment of yourself, things just work out. So maybe I always had the answer. Maybe I was always right to just enjoy myself. You know? I thought it was an issue at first. Just like I thought I should give up these readings. Because in that time I was on drugs, so I wasn't able to fully see myself anyway. And when I kept attracting her, she wasn't fully able to see that she didn't see herself, right? Because she kept asking, why are you the same? Why are you the same? Why don't you have game? She kept fucking me, so I didn't have to have any. Defeating the purpose of hunting. You're the reason. You are the reason I'm the same. You are the reason I'm the same. So it was good game for the time being. So this game now, it's the same thing. You may have a person trying to help you, get at you to solve their problem, but you're not feeling the calling. So you gotta ignore it. Because I'm sorry, you're capable, you've made this work this long. What do I have to do right now? What should I be doing? They're gonna be hassling you as if it's your job to fix their mess. But you're not involved with me. Like, what do you want from me? Part of me is so afraid to keep talking because it's like, where's the exactness? The problem is people are trying to pimp you out of your self-love that's working for you. You gotta ignore it. They're trying to shoehorn what they want without working with the process. They're trying to push their own speed when there's a process. You're allowed to stay here. From that fucking mess, we have a clear answer. From that mess, we have a clear answer. I gave you an answer I didn't even realize I gave you. So basically, here's the answer, right? Why you have to... I'll make it right. I'm going to get off camera after this, because I'm going to get off the camera after this. So, you keep thinking this is bad, because what I look at presently in the past is bad. So, but it's actually, as you stay comfortable, it turns into solid foundation, which you'll gain clarity eventually, which you will have the awareness of why. You'll be given information and understanding and victory to why this actually works. It's scary, I know. It was so hazy. So, you don't need to be all focused on it, because you're only hurting your own feelings. Because you actually feeling good in the midst of this is the answer, which is why you need to stay. You don't need to run from this cycle. You need to keep it on this pace, because it actually works. So this was what's affecting you, what you need to do. You keep doing this, you will see the transformation. The challenge is you understanding you already are victorious. But you have all this haze in your face, which could be old energies still cycling out, old feelings being made more clear, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Damn, it was so fucking hazy. Now it makes more sense. So bear with me. Bear with me. Because this is how we learn sometimes. It's the nerve in me. You know, it's wrong. It's wrong. I had this bad, skewed mentality about someone else being... It actually lines up, because apparently someone else was supposed to break out and help you in this situation, right? Which doesn't make any sense, because it wouldn't fix or help anyone. It only gets fixed through time, right? So maybe it is a good thing, you know. We all thought it would work out if you forcefully make change happen. But it's up to the situation, up to this person to understand this is the pace. If you trust the pace of things, you would actually see some outcomes. So, problem is, they're trying to force their way. As long as they keep forcing their way, they can try to paint it as this, and this. And it's like, well, if it's been like this, clearly this is a comfortable situation. So I don't see why it's not good. It's comfortable for you, then, find a way. But now that means I'm not being vague, because if I look back, give this video 2 weeks and watch it again, you'll see I apparently have painted a picture so clear it's scary. That's why it's hard when I talk. I'm like, why the fuck am I saying it like this? Give me 2 weeks, maybe 3. Damn near the whole month, right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. A week and a half. But this video will make perfect sense. You either have a little speaker trying to sell to you that something's unfair and you need to change it right now, through action, when they're in the situation, not trusting the pace, obsessive about how it looks like this, when they were always moving like this, and they're trying to say you should shift it. Just trust that it will be shifted, or just participate in the situation to shift it. But now they have permission to not even be involved, yet get the outcome. That doesn't make sense. So all we're saying is you can ignore it, allow it to be, and transformation will come through, and you'll see the clarity of the situation. It sounds so boring, but trust, you will see the victory. You're too caught up in the emotion of it. 7 of Cups is your present energy. That's the situation, the emotion of it. It's too hazy for you to know how to move forward. So you got to keep trusting. It doesn't sound fun. You have to keep trusting what you do works. It's embarrassing. I did have a different mentality at first. I was caught up in old beliefs, because currently detoxing every day, more detoxing. Each day is a new layer finally releasing. Trust me. Just trust me. Please trust me, because I know what I'm saying. It was hazy as fuck when I first started the video. Now it's more clear. I had to speak through situations to reflect and ricochet off to get insight. It works. Trust me, it works. You're allowing yourself to be felt that you don't know how to make things hot and work again when they're still heating up. Or you don't have to involve yourself because it's still heating up. And if they're real enough, they'll trust it works. This is going to work. So it's unfair because these readings, you can't see February, especially when I posted this video. You need time to see February. So I'm trying to learn, when should I post these videos to where they'll actually be helpful when you see this message. Because that's the problem. The month when I posted this just began, damn near. So your obstacles and the players in your month may not have been introduced, and then by the time it happens, the video will leave you. So that's the problem of these messages. The timing is very important. I believe it's now, though, because if you know what I do, you'll know how to prepare. The keys, the clues will be there. Laterly, I want to keep talking, but I have to let it go. I trust that I've given you enough for you to ace this month and actually be amazed by how you perform without acting. Later. September, my bad. February for February 2026.